Hi, I'm Brandon Jacobs. Welcome back to My Pro, and this is Running Back 101, where we're going to talk about the young football player, the young guys coming from grade school going to middle school, what you get caught up in, what you take for granted, and so on and so forth. A young guy, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth grade, they don't really know what hard work is. They are just kids, and for you parents out there that's watching this, is just take that into consideration that there are kids. You can let them be a kid first. Football is something that they would do to have fun, and a lot of parents get caught up in their kids doing things and being great. You can still be hard on your kid and do what you please, but you could be, a huge influence in your kid's life by just listening to them and hearing what they got to say and what they want to do. I didn't really get into football until I was in high school. I played at that level and I was really good. And even when I got to high school, I wasn't really too serious about it. A lot more is more important to them than football or whatever sport they're doing. Growing is something that has to grow with you as a person. Learning to hang with the right people around you, listening to the right people around you, not getting in any trouble, just being far away from anything negative. There's a quote my high school coach told me. He said, "If you want to be fast, you run with rabbits. If you want to be slow, you walk with turtles." And that kind of goes everywhere. If you want to be kind of be viewed as a negative light, you go out, do negative things, and hang with negative people. But if you want to be, viewed as this great guy, as a good person, in general, you hang with people that you surround yourself with people that's doing great. Surround yourself with people that's doing nothing but positive things, and that's how you'll be viewed. You won't have any issues. School is very important. You can be as good as you want to be in football. If you don't have good grades, it's not anything that you can do to be able to show your talents on the football field if you don't have good grades. Watch a movie called The Program, and he was just as good as ever, but he didn't have good grades. And he was close to being kicked out of school. That's real. That's not just in that movie. It's real life. So you got to make sure that you don't take that for granted. Listen to your teachers. It's something that a good habit to teach your kids as they first get into sports is technique and how to do things the right way. It helps them be safe but while playing the sport. It helps their discipline. It helps them be as good as they can possibly be. And you can find, different ways to teach your kid to do the right things in the right ways, good technique, by watching videos like mine on My Pro and other couple of videos that you can see from other players that can also teach you and your kid a lot of different things about the sport of football. It's all about technique, and technique helps you be safe. It's definitely something that helped me, because when I started playing football, I didn't have any technique. I was just fast. I didn't really know how to do too much, and I learned. I got better as the older I got, which is going to happen with your kid. There's a lot of things that in football that young kids should know to keep them safe, and it's going to help them be great. We're going to talk a little bit about safety with football, and making sure, there's a lot of things going on right now with the NFL and head-to-head hits and concussions, and it's something that you want to be sure with your kid. If your kid get hit hard, get hit in the head the right way, not the wrong way, but the right way is what causes them to get concussions. You got the ear hole, you got hit you get hit in the back of the head, the top of the head. If your kid does have a hard fall or get hit hard where he falls the wrong way or hit his head on the ground or something of that nature, you can make sure that you take your kid into the doctor, listen to what he has to say to you, because as a kid, 9 times out of 10 won't even know what it is that they have, especially that concussion. You got a kid that's 8, 9, 10 years old, get hit in the head, and he got a headache. He don't really know he got a concussion. So you got to do the extra thing that you have to do as a parent, to take him into the doctor and get him examined and make sure things are okay. He hurt his knee. All he knows is he hurt his knee. He don't know what he hurt in his knee. Take him and get checked and keep a close eye on your kid and keep him safe, because safety is first in football, no question. It's a fun sport to play. And a lot of kids isn't going to want to come out because they're having so much fun. One of them can have a concussion and not even know it. They're having so much fun, they don't really want to come out of the game for something where he don't even think is wrong with them. You keep in consideration we're dealing with kids, and they're going to want to come back, a lot sooner than they're supposed to. So, in saying that, you got to do what's necessary after your kid get hurt and go through the proper physical therapy that he needs to go through to get back on the field. You as a parent has to make sure that kid is strong enough and 100% healed before he goes back into action. Because if he's not 100% healed when he goes back into action, which you think he will be, but we don't really know our bodies like that. So you have to go and get examined and do the proper things necessary so your kid goes back at the right time and can go out and have fun and not get hurt again. Because if everything is not healed the way it's supposed to heal and he go back out and plays, it's things that can happen that can cause him to be out of the game, just as fast as he got into it. So that's my message to, the young kid and also you parents. That's my message to you as well. Thank you.